just talk about miscellaneous stuff.
Miscellaneous stuff.
Yes. Like your microphone placement.
What's wrong with my microphone placement? Should I change it?
That's fine.
I can move it up. It's on my training peaks.
I see that. All right. Live stream.
So we're going to talk about new cruise stuff.
New cruise stuff.
Yeah.
CDC, 2 days instead of 3.
That's exciting.
It is.
It's like a big to-do, changing from 3 days to 2 days for vaccinated guests. Apparently people are having trouble finding places to actually get the test done, so that's not very convenient.
Well, we also have the, at least Carnival's saying that they're going to go ahead and have like a mobile testing site, but, you know, as soon as that was actually said by John Heald, he 100% was like, yeah, and it's going to be expensive, without saying it's going to be expensive. Like, you may want to explore other potentially more economical ways of getting tested.
I mean, there are a lot of options, right? I mean, CVS, Walgreens. I think one of the other things is people are doing the at-home proctored test, which I think is a good option.
It is, as long as that continues to be fully accepted.
I mean, there's nothing that's been saying it would not be fully accepted, so I don't know why it wouldn't be. I think the biggest problem is going to be everybody realizing, oh my gosh, this is the best way to do my test, and everybody who's sailing on Saturday and Sunday trying to have 40,000 people having a proctored exam on those same days.
Right.
Like, it's be different if people were sailing different days of the week, but with the majority of people going out on either a Saturday or Sunday, I could definitely see that being the bottleneck.
Right. I mean, and you also have, I mean, you know, people are going to try to get these things done, in moving vehicles, non-private transportation, the whole 9 yards. It's going to happen. And there's going to be issues, you know, oh, my cell phone signal, you know, people are going to say stuff like, oh my God, you can't do the mobile testing if you have T-Mobile because it just doesn't work, or something, you know, just crazy stuff.
I mean, people are going to have issues are there. But here's the thing. So this is for the vaccinated guests. Fully vaccinated guests have to have a negative COVID test within 48 hours of sailing. For people that are not vaccinated, first of all, adults that are not vaccinated are not getting on the ship. And children that are under the age of 12 that are sailing have to have a PCR test within 72 hours of sailing. So everybody getting on the ship has to have some sort of test, vaccinated or not.
Right. And thanks for jumping in, Rhett. We appreciate it. Big time. Looks like the notifications actually work this time, which is good.
Just for you, though.
Yeah, I know. We're still waiting for Sean, because Sean is supposed to have a prepared question.
I know. Sean had homework.
Well.
I hope he arrives. I'm looking forward to his topic.
I don't think he's prepared.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go out on a limb and say he's not prepared.
Yeah, urgent care. So of course, you know, the biggest problem is people don't want to pay for it. So they're like, well, where can I go and get it for free? And then they're like, oh my gosh, I can't find any of these places, and they're telling me it's going to cost me money and all these different things. And it's like, well, it's now a cost of cruising, so you should probably figure that out, or maybe postpone to another date
or something. But yeah, there's a ton of options for testing. That's the really good thing. But yeah, I'm happy. I will say that I am happy that we're generally no longer flying into cruise.
Yeah, I wouldn't be flying a cruise. I don't have the patience to deal with all of that.
I mean,
So I'm definitely glad we don't have to do that.
There's a lot of issues. I mean, a lot of issues with the airlines in general, where we're talking about tons of cancellations. I can't even count the number of times that I've seen people that have reported on cruise groups that, hey, by the way, it looks like Southwest or American or Frontier has changed their direct flight to now it's like 3 stops. All sorts of scheduling issues. It's just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the scheduling is a problem. So CVS, you really have to schedule it 2 weeks exactly before you want to take your test, and they fill up pretty quickly. Walgreens doesn't release dates until 2 days before. So yeah, don't do that.
What? It's up there. I look down too.
Somebody has to read the comments.
We're looking at the comments.
Well.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you didn't have COVID, Rhett. That's definitely a good thing.
Yeah, it would suck.
Yeah.
I really don't want that.
Yeah. Even though even just being sick sucks too.
And it's interesting. We may be able to have boosters before our next cruise, so that'll be interesting.
I am hoping for it. I'm hoping and praying for boosters. I know my parents who got the test in January, I think. Didn't they say January yesterday?
Yep.
Yeah, they got their test. No, they got their original shot, their first shot in January, and followed up with the second shot. But they are going to take their boosters either this coming week or next, I think.
Yep.
So super happy about that. Happy that they've been able to stay COVID-free and everything. But then I'm hoping that all the old people, they need to hurry up and get their boosters done so we can jump in there and get ours before we sail on the 23rd.
Yeah.
Hoping.
That would be good.
Hoping.
Oh, yeah, speaking of old stuff that you can get, Carnival Horizon had an outbreak of Legionnaire's disease.
Not only, yes, yeah.
And I have questions because...
I need to understand how that really happened because that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It either happened like in a hot tub, a thermal suite, or I'm hoping it didn't happen at the pool in Amber Cove.
But who had it? I want to know, who's patient zero for freaking Legionnaire's disease?
Well, I mean, it's one of those things. It just kind of happens.
Does it?
Yeah. But people don't usually get it because people are normally in clean pools and hot tubs and places that are sterilized.
Well, maybe in our neighborhood.
No.
We had some challenges in our yeah. It's definitely an oldie. I don't know about a goodie. We had some issues with our neighborhood pool where the pump was just completely jacked up, and people were continuing to just use the pool. It's just like, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? It's just disgusting. Yes, a lot of stuff does go down in hot tubs.
I try to avoid the hot tub. Poor Bella's always like, can we go in the hot tub? And I'm like, yeah, hot tub is nasty. Like maybe if it's just us, but no.
But so there's a question. So hot tubs. I know that the majority, if not all, modern cruise ships now have salt water in the pools. Is it also salt water in the hot tubs?
Hot tubs are chlorinated.
Okay. So
they're required to be chlorinated so people don't get Legionnaire's disease.
I mean, hey, that's what...
and all manner of other nasty things that grow in hot water.
That's what that's why I was asking. I mean, because I'm not in either one of those
Yeah.
nasty places.
Hot
So,
tub, not my favorite.
screw that. I'm out. So, but yeah, the fact that it was also on the Carnival Horizon, which is the exact ship that we went on in July, over the 4th of July holiday, is pretty crazy. And very happy that we don't have any, didn't come down with any sort of Legionnaire's symptoms.
I mean, it's concerning because you would hope that they are on their, sterilization game.
Yeah,
like
cleaning.
they are cleaning and sterilizing and chemicalizing everything to the highest extent. But I guess, people also were going on different shore excursions and to the lifestyle resort in the Dominican Republic. So, I guess it could have been a hot tub not on the ship. But, yeah, I'll take my testing kit. Hot tub, nasty.
How do you declare that when you're with immigration, when you're coming back in? It's like, oh no, this is just a sample for scientific purposes. We have a YouTube channel. We're gonna live stream, all sorts of test strips going into this nasty hot tub water.
We have been on a cruise. We want to know exactly what we may have come in contact with.
Exactly. Hey, that's a new service we can offer.
Yeah, great.
Right? Independent testing.
Yeah, no.
We're gonna start a new channel, the Hot Tub Testers, and we could go around to the different resorts in the area, the whole 9 yards.
I would be so mad. Like, you get your vaccine, you do your COVID testing, you wear your mask, and then you come home and you've got Legionnaire's disease.
Right. That's disgusting.
Like, what?
It's just disgusting.
That's too much.
No doubt. No doubt. So, yeah, so that is absolutely insane. But even with Legionnaire's disease, even with the change in the CDC of, hey, we're going to need you to, test within 48 hours or 2 days. It's not 48 hours because that's also a big deal.
People cannot do the math.
Oh my gosh. So they're like, okay, so if we get it 49 hours before we set sail, is it the time of sailing that we need to calculate back from? Is it, the morning of? Is it that day at midnight? It's just all over the place. But with all that being said, I'm still looking forward to cruising. I'm definitely looking forward to the Mardi Gras with all of its new venues, new style for Carnival. Really looking forward to that, as well as, of course, gambling. I'm always looking forward to gambling.
I am looking forward to gambling because now my child is getting better cruise casino offers than I am.
Well, that is true.
That's a problem.
Right. So what is the latest offer that Isabella has actually received?
Yeah, so she has received some sort of premier cruise to Australia with like $1,000 Australian onboard credit, drinks in the casino.
That she can't even, well, actually, maybe she can drink in Australia.
There you go.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
I'm like, really? Okay, well, maybe she'll bring us along. I don't know. But yeah, she's getting the good casino deals. I'm definitely looking forward to Mardi Gras, though. Especially, it's supposedly the christening cruise.
Which is interesting. Like we said last time, we've been on ships during the inaugural season, never been on any christening situations. So that's potentially going to be interesting. I'm going to try to position myself in some way to get some sort of footage, maybe. We don't understand the timing. Like, is it going to happen before everybody boards the ship? Are they going to do it right before sailing? I have no idea.
We don't know. Details are to come at a later date.
Yeah. So once I know, and if it's possible, I'm certainly going to post up with at least 2 different cameras, tripod and the DJI little mini gimbal camera. See what I can see. And share it with everyone. Share it with the world.
So other exciting news, Disney annual passes go on sale next week. Well, this coming week, September 8th. It's very exciting. Yay. There are 4 new annual passes, and it's a little bit confusing.
It's ridiculously expensive because Disney is just trying to take everybody's money.
It's not ridiculously expensive.
They are turning even more into a super classful situation where you need money in order to really enjoy Disney. Yeah. I'm getting hyped up by the...
which is funny to me that you don't feel the same way about Universal Studios, which there's really not much difference.
There is a significant difference. About $300.
Okay. However...
It's more than $300.
However, Universal Studios...
More than $300.
Universal Studios has 2 parks. You can do each of those parks in about 3 hours max.
I guess.
There's no transportate. Like, it's just not... It's not even a fair comparison. Disney has 4 parks.
And 0 roller coasters worth a damn.
Well, I mean, if you want to ride roller coasters, then you don't go to Disney.
Correct.
But, I mean...
Rhett said as soon as he gets his
different.
bionic knee or leg, he's going to come ride coasters with me at Universal.
Well, good. Someone should come ride coasters with you because, yeah. It's not that bad. So they have 4 new passes, and 2 of the passes are for Florida residents only. 1 of the passes is for Florida residents and Disney Vacation Club members. That's a whole fiasco in and of itself.
And it's a serious rip. Holy
and then
crap.
There's 1 pass that is the most expensive pass that is available to everybody. And that pass is like $12.99 per person, which is a little crazy.
Okay, see, I got it all wrong. Which is even more scary.
Well, hips are important because if you only have a lap bar, you really should probably have hips that work.
This is true. Well, see, I'm the one with the bad knees. My legs are fine. My hips, I think, are fine. But, yeah, my knees are jacked. So, between the 2 of us, we can make an entire man.
Oh, my God. One old man.
One old man.
All together.
One combination old man.
But, yeah, so we're going to get, like, the second to the cheapest pass.
Thank goodness.
Which is fine. I mean...
They have layaway?
There's very few... They do. Florida residents,
God.
12 months, same as cash, 0 finance fees. But it's $6.99 per person, which isn't cheap. However, you get free parking, admission to all 4 parks. You can have 4 park reservations at a time.
And you have to make reservations.
You get a discount on food, merchandise, rooms.
Right. So so if you want a turkey leg without the pass, it's $27. With the pass, it's $26.50, right?
Oh my gosh. It's not that bad.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, yeah. Sure. So we're doing it. That's fine.
It's good exercise.
For the exercise and for YouTube content.
For YouTube content.
That's it. I'll be doing...
And there's a bunch of stuff we've never done. That's pretty exciting. I'm excited about that. There's new rides. There's new restaurants.
New rides.
Yeah.
I mean, so...
Rise of the Resistance and Smuggler's Run, those are both pretty cool looking. I don't know, because we've never done it.
Correct. The pre-show stuff.
Tron is coming.
They're going to cut so many corners with Tron, it's going to piss me off.
I don't think they are.
I think they're going to
it'll be
cut
fine.
corners.
It'll be
big
good.
time. Because they are so cheap. They're so cheap. Oh my God, they're cheap. But that's fine. I don't care.
We'll be going.
And you get to actually film on the rides.
You can film on all of the rides.
So I need to get some action cam mounts or something in order to make sure that I have stability. So, yeah, if it wasn't for content, I would not be. They'd be getting 2 passes, and I just would not. I'd just go to Universal.
Oh my gosh, you wouldn't go to Universal though.
I wouldn't go to Universal.
Right.
I totally wouldn't go to Universal. I would not go to Universal.
And right now, apparently, the Disney crowds are ridiculously low because all of the kids are back in school, and there's no foreign travel.
Oh, that's true. So that is, okay, just put it out there. I love interacting with people from other countries, but I will say that there are sometimes tours, especially ones that are filled with teens. And actually, let me just back up. If you have nothing but teens, I don't care what country you're from, it's going to suck for everybody involved because there's not enough adult supervision to maintain 100 teenagers at once. And what you normally saw was the big trips coming in, and it is crazy. And you have like 100 13 to 16-year-olds and like 3 chaperones. And it's insane. Like, that should be illegal. Disney should make it at least like a 10-to-1 ratio or something. Too much. It's just too much.
It's not that bad.
It's pretty bad.
I mean, if you get stuck like in an indoor queue with them and they start doing their chants and cheers and you just want to smack all of them, then that's a problem. But
it can be an issue.
But yeah, so none of that is going on right now. Flight of Passage had a 10-minute wait. That ride used to be like 3 hours standby.
I mean, and that's good. That's definitely good.
So
it's definitely good.
I'm interested. See what it's like.
We'll see how long it lasts.
I'm ready to eat some Disney food.
All right.
I'm excited about that.
We can start saving up now.
We can put a Disney lunch on layaway.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not that bad.
Or we can just share a turkey leg.
Those turkey legs are not good.
Nobody wants a turkey leg. Not really.
I do like the baked potato.
I don't think I've ever had the baked potato.
Yeah, see, the fact that you can just get a loaded baked potato in the middle of Magic Kingdom, it's good stuff.
I guess. I don't know. Maybe.
So what have you been up to this week?
So, it's all nerd stuff, but I have recently pulled out the ESP 8266 microcontroller, which is pretty exciting.
And that is for what?
So I'm going to do I'm going to do a couple of videos, really just hacking like IoT type stuff. So it's a very small device. It's probably about this long, about that wide, and takes almost no power. It's got GPIO ports, and it has Wi-Fi. So I'm thinking about hooking up a couple of sensors that I have, which temperature and humidity are one of them. That's actually one sensor, as well as possibly a camera, but I'm not sure yet. We'll see. I'll need another development board if I want camera.
It sounds riveting.
It is. In an electronic fashion. But yes, I'm going to use MQTT in order to control it. Retrieve data from it and to actually send it instructions for what I want it to do, like take temperature or humidity from the sensors.
Neat.
Yeah. Oh, and at work we delivered a software drop. So
Work
that's good.
delivered. Yeah, I've been at work. I've hired all the people. Now no more people want to be hired. So
They still want to be hired.
I'm not accomplishing much of anything at work, but that's okay.
You just have to convince them that it's a good idea.
It's a good idea
To be hired by you.
to be hired. Working is good. I have to convince people that working is good.
This is true because a lot of people don't want to work. I must say that if I was in more of a service industry type of position, I would probably not want to work either.
Yeah, I'm not hiring for those. The biggest problem is there is a big disconnect between companies wanting people to work
Yeah.
and people wanting to work. And the situation is that companies, even though they've been working remotely for 18 plus months,
And actually
successfully,
producing. Yeah.
they've got this idea that, oh, we have vaccines, now everybody needs to come back in the office.
Yeah.
And the people that have been at home, that have been successfully working,
Yep.
they're like, screw that, I don't want to come back in the office, vaccine or not. And so there's a big disconnect.
Right.
So
I don't
that's-
need to see Marv from accounting face to face.
Yeah.
Because Marv and I really don't work together.
So I have people that are like, we can't find anybody to hire. And I'm like, well, you can.
Just
You
not in the
can't find
parameters.
anybody that wants to come into the office.
Right. Right. I mean, I have to assume that a lot of that is just them justifying the real estate cost or something.
That could be
Because
it.
they're still saving money, even with a, say you've got their, company X is leasing a building that they want people to work in, and maybe they've got an on-site data center or something like that, Exchange server, a couple of databases, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Even paying for that real estate, it's still cheaper to not have people in the office.
I mean, I think companies should just make it on-site optional,
Yep.
period. There's people that want to come on site some of the time, don't want to come on site any of the time.
Yep.
But a lot of people have other situations. Like, even if they would be fine going on site, they don't know that their kid's school isn't going to be closed tomorrow because half the
Correct.
school has COVID.
Right.
Or that, they need to take care of their parents, or whatever their
Anything.
situation may be. Just make it a flexible environment.
Yeah. And Rhett, yeah.
And if you can't trust
100%.
your employees to be flexible, then either fix your management or fix your employees.
Right. Exactly. And Rhett, 120% agree that people getting a taste of the big jump in quality of life is super duper true, right? And this is funny coming from people like us that, the time that we spent working for high-tech companies where remote access was just like a given in engineering, we've understood exactly how good it could be. But there's many people that didn't have that option at all because of their industry or whatever. And they're just like, wait, I can do Zoom, I can do all this other kind of stuff, and it just works. Why am I in the office again? Yeah, I don't want to do that. So, and the number of companies that are moving to remote work, even like Amazon. I think Amazon was one of the companies that generally wanted everybody in the office almost no matter what. And they've even gotten to the point where they're just like, okay, we're actually making this happen. And probably realizing one of the biggest benefits to businesses is the fact that employees that are going to work generally work more when they're at home and remote because of the flexibility. They're checking in on email. They're finishing things up later.
But if you're a company like Amazon, where you're a cloud company, and
they're not really a cloud company.
I understand this, but they're a cloud company. They're an online business, that if you feel like people need to be in the office to make things happen, then you've just pretty much made yourself obsolete.
Sort of. I mean,
Like warehouse workers, sure.
Sure.
But anybody else, if they can't do everything from their house equally as they can do in their office, then your business is flawed.
So,
because that's what they're selling people.
Sort of. But here's the thing. From a collaboration perspective, there's tons of stuff that you can do online. But there is a difference in actual face-to-face collaboration for some people. It doesn't work that way for everyone. But I've seen, especially when it's facilitated, lots more interesting things coming out of some face-to-face stuff. Biggest thing is, it doesn't have to be all the time, right? I saw that when a lot of the teams that I remotely managed, when I was actually there and stepping through things with the engineers, we got a lot of stuff done in a very short span of time. That would have been much more difficult to do with me in another place. So
that shouldn't be the case.
Well, I mean, you also have to understand that oftentimes I'm not hiring everybody that I have working for me.
Yeah, but still.
If I could hire a team that was fully optimized around remote work, I would 100% pick people that had personalities and skill sets that lended themselves to being maximally creative and, collaborative from afar. Those people are not,
Well, that's what I said. Fix your management or fix your employees.
I mean, that's easy to say.
Well, I mean, it's pretty easy to do.
It's not easy to do at all.
Yeah, it totally is.
Okay.
I don't know.
There are tons of people I'd love to have fired back in the day.
I mean, obviously,
but
that's what I'm saying. But that's part of the problem. Like, people
Right.
are like, oh, well, we have these people, and this is how they work, and this is what they do. And I'm like, well, maybe you need to change your expectations, and maybe hire somebody that you didn't think was going to work well because they didn't interview well when they walked in because they're not a people person, but they could be a really good employee from their house.
Hey, it's never been an issue for me. I look at the big picture, but hey. Yes, 100. Yes, I agree. Yes, it doesn't have to be all the time, but there's some really good things that can absolutely come out of some face-to-face meeting, even if it's just finding common ground with people for non-work related stuff that allows you to understand people a little bit better. But hey, who knows?
Ease. I get it.
I mean,
Ease need that sort of thing.
The eyes can be over in the corner.
But we can't. We have to go and be with the ease.
You don't have to. I wouldn't make you.
I mean, my company now doesn't make me.
Correct. I wanted to take you to train them to actually
Instantly.
allow that. Okay.
Instantly.
Well, good for you.
The first thing they did was determine everybody's Myers-Briggs.
You need to write a book, then.
I'm not writing a book.
Write a book.
About what? How to be an I in an E's world?
Yes.
No.
And get a ghostwriter on Fiverr. Let's make a lot of money from that. There'd be tons of people would buy that book. I think we should do it. What do you think, Rhett? Is that a good book idea? I think it's fantastic. I mean, and maybe I should write a book for Eyes Rule. No, you don't. Go in the corner someplace. Freaking eyes. I should write a book. How do I survive? With an eye wife and many eyes in the workplace.
Extreme eye.
That can't deal with, or it's painful to deal with the interactions. See? Good idea. That's it. You're writing a book. Start your outline this weekend. Let's go.
Let's see.
Yes. Fiverr. Fiverr, we're going to get that sucker.
We're not getting a ghostwriter on Fiverr.
We're totally getting a Fiverr
I'm way too much of a control freak for that.
Okay. We probably have to pay a lot more than, typical Fiverr rates.
Yeah. So what?
Or you can write it yourself.
I could in my free time.
So what else? So you're going to write a book.
Yep.
What else are you doing in the coming week?
Yeah. This week I'm writing a book. We have a new channel.
That's a big thing.
Because apparently half the people on our channel came to hear about travel and cruising and theme parks, and then the other half want to hear about food and meal planning, meal prep. So we have a Read Life at Home channel.
Yep.
Where we can talk about all the at-home stuff. And this will become our outside of the home channel.
Yeah, I know. The chat is super lagged. Sorry. It's YouTube. And we're doing remote RTMP streaming. I'm not sure if that makes it even worse, but yeah. So new channel. Are we going to put content like what we just discussed? E's versus I's? What sort of high-level nerd projects I'm working on? Stuff like that?
No.
No.
Nerd projects go on Read Tech.
Okay.
For all the nerd stuff.
Saying,
I just said.
I mean, you asked me what I was doing.
I did.
Was that not an invitation
I wanted to share.
Talk about my nerd stuff?
Yeah.
The blinking LEDs on the ESP.
I mean, we can talk about it in the live. This is our chat and chill. We can talk about anything in the chat and chill. We can talk about food.
Well, next time I need to get some alcohol over here.
Next time.
Scotch, for sure.
Hey!
Oh, you are late, and we need that question, sir.
I know. We've been waiting for you for your topic.
Yeah, so you come up with your topic. I'm actually going to get some alcohol.
Okay. Well, now the chat and chill has gotten live. It's going to be lit, apparently. We'll be talking about alcohol, food. Food has been good this week. I've been using emails again because I don't like to plan things and I don't actually like to cook, but we have had some really good meals this week from emails. So far, impressed with them.
And I'm still mic'd up over here, so.
Okay, and Reggie's talking to me.
Sorry for the bottles shifting.
You know,
I'm looking for my wee beastie.
I don't like to get into a lot of political things, but I like him more than I ever had intended to. There's a lot of outward craziness and a lot of things that get covered, but when you actually hear him talk and hear his thought process, he's very data-driven and analytical, and it's kind of hard to fault that. So.
Oh, are we talking about DeSantis?
Yeah.
Yes, everybody wants to hate Ronnie DeSantis.
Like, I don't agree with everything, but I am okay with a lot. We are not eating boxed meals.
Delicious.
Sean, I have been cooking.
Boxed meals? Oh my God.
Although next week we do have some Factor meals coming. They lied to me. I ordered some low-calorie meals from Factor Foods. I don't know what their idea of low-calorie is, but what they've supposedly sent is not low-calorie, so I'm sure it'll be delicious, so I'm looking forward to that for lunches. But yeah, I've been cooking, using emails to plan, shoot my grocery order to Walmart and
Mostly get what we've ordered?
no, the Walmart order is never correct 100%. I mean, it's always some sort of either random item is added or something is missing. But it's very easy to just go on emails, like pick out the meals I want to do, click shop now, click through for the different items that I want, boom, shows up at the door. Sometimes.
I mean, and maybe it's because they're going too fast, because I'm sorry, I don't understand how they're able to actually shop the orders as fast as they do, which is nuts. It's really fast.
Well, clearly you would not have that job. The
No.
shopping doesn't take that long.
I'm just saying, going through the entire process from the website through actually shopping badly. I mean, I can shop badly incredibly fast. Well, I mean, I can shop badly anyway, right? You agree with that, don't you?
I think it's a subliminal, purposeful thing.
Lies.
Yes, emails. And let me tell you, the meals have been really good. There's some that were like, okay, I probably wouldn't make this one again, but everybody has eaten all of the meals that I've made so far from the meals. So that's a huge win, and they're pretty easy. They've all taken like 30 minutes or less.
Agreed. Yeah, they're pretty good. Not bad at all. And I will say that from an effort perspective, I know that you're a lot happier cooking those than some of the other meal prep stuff that we've done.
Yeah, I don't need fancy food. I just want food that tastes good and doesn't take me forever.
Right. Unless it comes with a sous chef in the box, it's not worth it.
Yeah, because I don't like cooking, but I like eating. So there you go.
Yeah. So what, I know this is going to be a crazy lag. Jacques, what recipe sites have you tried? And yeah, Whole Foods, we generally avoid Whole Foods.
I think you'd be all right with emails. There's some recipes that are really pretty easy.
Pretty good.
I've been using like the quick and healthy menus a lot lately. They've got like a 30-minute meal. They've got one that's just slow cooker. Like they definitely, and they're not complex. Like these are not get 16 different herbs and spices and chop things this way and that way. Yeah, you can definitely do them. And the cooking instructions have been correct. So on a lot of sites, the recipes, like I know how to cook, so I know that I'm like, okay, yeah, this chicken is not going to be cooked in 15 minutes, so I don't know what kind of typo you had there. Right. But for the most part, emails, the instructions are actually correct for how long you need to cook things, exactly how to do it step by step.
They're not trying to kill people with uncooked food like some of the other sites.
And most of them only have like 5 or 6 steps to the whole meal. So,
which is wild.
Been good stuff.
Yeah.
Been good stuff.
All right. Can you take care of that? Great. Let's see, there were 2, I remember, one was all recipes.
Oh yeah, I've used all recipes.
Oh, I was reading that completely different. Like one was all recipes. I was like, oh, just recipes and not any sort of integration with any sort of shopping carts or anything like that for shopping. But it's actually called all recipes.
Yeah.
Great.
I've used a bunch of them, like 5 dinners in 1 hour, where you like prep 5 meals at the beginning of the week and then just cook them. They're okay. I don't like a lot of the meals that they have. But yeah, I'm kind of picky. So yeah.
Yeah. Yes. But yeah, gotta do what you gotta do. Interesting. So
You're not talking. You should be talking.
yes.
But you're not. Still.
Yeah. So let's see. For me this coming weekend, or not this coming weekend, for the rest of the weekend, I'm definitely going to work on those projects with the microcontrollers, and I've got some interesting stuff coming up at for work next week. Nothing interesting enough to actually discuss here. So timing wise, for the Disney passes, when is that actually supposed to happen?
Timing for the Disney passes.
Yeah, when are we getting our passes?
Oh, probably Wednesday
Okay,
when they go on sale. It'll be easier.
cool. And is that like purchase online, pick up
I don't know.
in person? Will
No, it should be
type of thing?
just purchase them online, and then like you can add them to your phone, Apple Watch, whatever.
Really?
Yeah, you just add them to your online account.
So are they've gotten to the point where they've got Apple Watch integration to the point of like nearly being like a Magic Band, or what?
No, to working like a Magic Band.
Oh, well, that's fantastic because I have no interest in Magic
Oh
Bands.
my gosh, you don't have to have a Magic Band. You can use your phone, you can use your watch.
No idea what's flying around in here.
No, it followed your whiskey.
No.
Followed your whiskey over.
Oh, maybe it did. It is fragrant. So the Scotch whiskey that I'm drinking is Ardbeg Away, and it is absolutely delicious if you like Isla region of Scotland, heavily peated Scotch whiskey. But it's a very good single malt, and the pricing is it's fairly reasonable. I would definitely say give it a shot. NOA is the name. Wee Beastie is actually even better, and it's cheaper. You should be able to get Wee Beastie almost anywhere for, I think it's definitely under 50, and it may actually be under $40. So it's pretty tasty. And maybe I'll do a different Scotch every stream.
Different Scotch every stream.
Well, how do you describe heavily peated?
Yeah, so to me,
Old gym socks?
no, it's not old gym socks. It reminds me of like going camping with an old tent where there's like a little bit of mildew smell and kind of smoky and
Smoky.
like old, no, not just smoky. Like old mildewy campground tent is what it smells like. It's unpleasant.
It's delicious.
Not delicious.
Absolutely delicious. What so Jacques, what's your drink of choice? Since Sean is calling you a heavy drinker.
Right? Sean's just calling people out.
Hard. We know you're not a heavy drinker, Sean.
Oh no. Is Sean into White Claw?
Sean is a lightweight. He cannot drink very much alcohol or beer.
Seagram's Tropical.
It's good. She just doesn't like it, that's all. Weller's okay. I've got some Weller in the cabinet. It's all right. If we're talking bourbon, I like, what is it? The Double, which is, oh my gosh, who is the, that's right, Aneo. I love Aneo tequila as well.
Beer only.
Lightweight.
Beer? Oh no.
Yeah, lightweight.
Beer has very few redeeming qualities.
Yeah, I need to get some good tequila in the house.
I'm not a tequila fan.
I can dig with some good tequila, especially that tequila that we had on in Cozumel at that. Gosh, the thing where they had the Mayan game and everything, and then we went back and had the buffet, and then they did the show with dancing and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah, the tequila after that, holy cannoli, that was good.
Well, if you don't like the taste of
too
liquor, Sean, you just haven't found the right one.
Yeah.
Beer is nasty. So if you can drink beer, there's a lot of liquors out there that should be much more pleasant.
I think he's thinking Miller Lite type beer, which is just, ugh.
Miller Lite.
Yeah, and Yingling, I don't like the political leanings of that organization, so I try to avoid Yingling now.
Tito's vodka. It's a good transition drink from light
True.
beer.
True. I will say the Yingling is pretty good for a beer. For regular, generic beer, like I'd rather have that than a Michelob Ultra or a Bud Light or any of that crap. So, yeah, good beer is nectar of the gods.
Beer is nasty.
Not a Yingling or some crazy stuff that you generally can buy in a regular grocery store. I'm talking about like the good milk stouts and
No.
dark beer that is high octane. That's what I want. 12%. Let's go.
It's just a waste of calories. Like, I'd much rather have some kind of bourbon,
Yep.
a good vodka.
Same here. Or a good tequila.
Or rum.
Yeah, I'm not. I think I've grown out of rum pretty hardcore.
Well, so the problem is when you cruise a lot, you get a lot of cheap rum and a lot of crappy tropical drinks. And
Well, I
it's
don't
just
drink
not good.
I don't drink that stuff now anyway.
But
Chime Blue. What's that? I don't know what that is. Maybe I'll look it up.
oh, an IPA, we can't be friends anymore.
The
Gross.
only IPAs that I can deal with are what?
You're making everything go away.
I didn't make anything go away.
You just made everything go away.
I did not.
Okay.
We're still streaming. You just can't see the OBS window.
Right.
You'll be fine. Chime Blue. Not Blue Acorn. What is this? Come on, Google. What? Okay, so you guys are going to have to send me a link or something like that, because I'm getting ridiculous results on Google. Are you talking about Chimay? Because that's completely different. Oh my gosh, you're probably talking about Chimay. Yes, Chimay is freaking amazing. All the Chimays that I've had are amazing. And they're, again, high octane and generally dark beers. Yes.
Well, now I have to meet Sean and have him drinking the right liquor. You're going to be a grown-up soon, Sean.
Sean cannot handle liquor. A tasty liquor. There's no such thing as a tasty liquor.
Jim Beam, single barrel?
He can't take that.
He could take Jim Beam.
That would be fire water.
It would not.
It is.
It's so smooth.
It's not smooth at all. Yes, I'm sick. Okay, so it is Chimay. Okay, good. Yeah. Yes, and Chimays are also stupid expensive, and you generally need to buy them in specialty places. They're very good. Yeah, good stuff.
I can't drink beer anyway, so.
Right.
I do like a good cider.
It can't be mega sweet, though. That's my biggest issue.
Yeah, I don't like sweet ones, but.
Chimay on tap? Oh my God, I've never had Chimay of any variety other than in a bottle. That's interesting. Wow. Okay.
Is that the Grand Moon Palace? Because I've really been wanting to go there.
We can't, though.
We
Until
can't.
COVID is
Apparently
done.
we can't go there.
Till COVID's done.
Till COVID is done. No, see, I don't like a lot of nasty liquor.
Biological thing. You have to work your way into it. It's like growing up and going through puberty.
Yeah, the problem is most people get introduced to like cheap whatever alcohol, and then
Right.
it just turns you off because it's just not good.
Yeah, big time. Big time. Yeah, that's very true. Okay. You give me the look. I think it means that we're about done here.
I didn't give him any look.
She totally gave me the look. Like,
Apparently he is.
Wrap it up.
He is done. He's like, wrap it up.
Wrap
We're
it up.
done.
Just wrap it up. I think it's time to wrap it up. It's been an hour anyway, and we're just seriously rambling at this point.
That's the whole purpose of a chat and chill.
But
Do
it's
y'all
chat
have
and
any
chill.
Labor Day plans?
Yeah, that's true. Labor Day plan. What's
Anybody doing anything? Cooking anything? Going anywhere to eat anything?
up? I need salty snacks now.
I'm not. We don't have any salty snacks.
We do.
So we need to get salty snacks. I really just want to
going
eat
to
pizza.
Publix. Going to Publix to get some wings and salty snacks.
No. There's absolutely no. Well, I mean, we started at 1, but no. We have no place to be.
No.
This is it.
But I am going to Publix after this
Apparently, he's going to Publix.
for salty snacks.
You all will be my witnesses. I need him to pick up 1 pound of 93.7 ground beef. I
No
will report
problem.
back on what I actually get.
Look, this is not Walmart, so I'm going to put it in my to-do right now to make sure that I actually get it. 1 pound. 93.7.
Please stop coughing up phlegm. That's gross.
Yeah, that's nasty.
What do you have, RSV? That's definitely going around Texas.
I mean, it's Texas. You need some, you need some Mucinex if you're not rocking Mucinex, so you can bust that phlegm up and get it out of your system.
Okay, see?
What?
Why are we having phlegm talk?
Because
Definitely time to wrap it up.
That's-
We're wrapping it up.
that's what
Talking about the phlegm.
That's
Gross.
what everybody wants to talk about. That's what the chat's talking about. So that's what we talk about.
Gross.
Expectorant. Mucinex, like the big Mucinex snot ball on TV.
Gross. All right. Well, you all enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Yes, have a good weekend.
Thank you for joining us. No one will be doing a live again because I'll be going to Disney. So maybe you'll see me live from Disney next weekend. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, it might be interesting. You can go live while I do a crazy non-talking park walkthrough
Okay.
of some variety, whatever park we end up going to.
Sounds like a great plan. All right. Well, again, thanks for joining in.
Deuces. Tough Texas phlegm. All right. On that note, peace out. It wasn't bad.